I'm Rob Fitzpatrick, a first-year student doing media production.
Cara, and I'm a second-year media production student.
Charlotte Jefferson, I do drama studies.
Darius Whitmore, and I'm in my second year of my course.
Cowen, and I'm a third-year creative writing English literature student. And my experience with mental health is from the age of about 13, I was diagnosed with severe depression and minor anxiety.
Depression.
Depression with traits of cyclothymia.
I've suffered from anxiety.
Depression and anxiety.
I used my work to escape everything else. And at the same point, my social has it's dramatically dropped. Like only in probably like the last few years, I've isolated myself. I hid away. I quit sports teams. I didn't go out with people. I hide away from people because you feel worthless, and that's what it feels like. Is you feel like no one likes you.
My depression it does affect my coursework, because I'll have days where I just want to stay in bed, I won't want to do anything, and like I can't literally force myself to do my work, and even if I do, my brain won't work to try and do my work, so a lot of my coursework is either handed in late or I get extensions on it.
I can say like sometimes I put on a facade. Certain days like I'll appear as if I'm just normal or Robert. Like deep down I will not be feeling it that day, but I'm just like sort of keeping up appearances.
And you hide yourself away in the hope that no one will kind of hurt you. So you isolate yourself in that way, but it doesn't really help.
When you come to uni, there's quite a different work ethic kind of thing, and it seems like it's all at once.
Handling the stress of workloads and moving out at the same time and all these life changes in one go, I think can naturally put a strain on your brain.
That kind of experience of leaving home and being on your own, and then going into like the kind of whole uni lifestyle where it's all like work all the time and you've got to manage everything yourself, like cook yourself and all of that. I think it can definitely bring out the worst examples of any kind of mental health issues there are.
I would agree, yes, that students are a bit more susceptible at uni, because you just never know what's going to hit you when you come at uni, when all through your life beforehand you've sort of known what's going to happen, and you've always had sort of your parents close by or friends that you really know well, like you've grown up with close by with you. But when you go to uni, it's a whole different city, whole different way of life that you've known.
When you realise your brain telling you you're not good enough, you know, no one's going to like your work, it's all in your brain, and when you show people that, when people show you they care, that's when you realise your brain's playing tricks on you, and you can really trust people and care, and they care. So it helps you get better in the long term, I think, once you realise that people actually do care about you. In November 2017 as well, I also attempted suicide. I think people see it as kind of like, oh, it's a given thing. When you go to university, you kind of palm it off and go, I'm a little bit sad. It doesn't always work that way. I think it's played down because mental health, I think, is still shunned. I think it's still an issue that people don't want to acknowledge because they feel like there's something wrong with them, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, depression is more common than anyone. I think mental health issues are more common in university students.
Definitely try and get help as soon as possible, because counselling does help. Even if you don't want to do it for a long period of time, maybe just do it for a little bit of time, just so you can kind of get your thoughts out and maybe get some help for it.
Having a little chat around someone's, or you know, down like a pub or something, I think that really helps sometimes, just take your mind off everything that bad that's going on in your life.
If you don't get the right help, it gets worse, and I think being able to acknowledge that actually makes you a better, stronger person, really, if you can acknowledge and seek help for something that does exist in nearly every university student.